The following program is brought to you in part by Time Warner Cable and the Madison County School System. This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Hello everyone, welcome to Madison County School Sports Television. My name is Donald Foster, joined along with Rick Moberly today as we are at Madison Southern High School. Baseball game about to get on the way between the Indians and the Eagles. First game of the season. What do you think about it?
Well, it's for opening day. It's a fine day out here. The weather's not going to be in that condition or anything like that. So Southern warmed up earlier there, and Central did too. So we'll get it on, and hopefully we'll have a good game today.
Madison Central comes in ranked 33rd in the state in the preseason. Rankings don't mean a thing, but it's always nice to be ranked before the year. They're coached by Steve Roof, who's in his 14th season. Coach Roof is 302-150 in his 14 seasons. He has one tie. But if you look at the dugout, Coach Roof is not here. Steve was ejected in the regional game last year on a horrible call, may I add. So he has to sit the first 3 games out of the season. Acting head coach will be David Withers. His 13th season as an assistant. He was the 11th Region Assistant Coach of the Year in 2007 and a former teammate of mine. Good guy, knows his baseball, so Central's in good hands. The Eagles are coached by Dustin Hahn, entering his 2nd season. Last season they were 8-29, but they played well at the end of the season, winning a regional game for the first time since 1998. So Eagles are looking ahead in the right direction. Indians coming to the plate now with Ben Morin to lead off. Pitching for the Madison Southern Eagles is Tyler Newell. And we're about to get this one underway. Beautiful day, 50 degrees, no wind, and the first pitch. High and outside. And the season is underway. Nice crowd for the game. That one bounces up to the plate. Ball 2. 2-0. If you're Madison Southern, you don't want to lose this first hitter of the season. And if you're Ben Morin, you're definitely not swinging to this pitch. And the first strike of the season on the 3rd pitch.
Are you ready?
2-1 is the count. Infield's ready. Ben's ready.
Yeah.
All right, takes the second one out. Falling behind, now it's even at 2-2.
Took a little bit off that pitch right there, Don, you know. He mixed it up on him a little bit.
He did. He threw the off-speed look. Now he's in the hole, 2-2. Not in a hole, but now we run even, 3-2.
Go get him, Jacob.
5 pitches on the opening hitter. Now a lot of young kids come out swinging that first pitch they see this season. I don't believe Ben swung at one yet. Count full.
Yeah.
And he draws the walk. Iffy pitch. Could have gone either way.
Coming up to the plate now for the Indians, number 23, Nick Cavanaugh.
Nick Cavanaugh, returning starter from last year's ball club, number 23. Coach Withers flashing signs. Coach Hahn out. Wants some chatter from his infield. That's one way to get a mound visit without going to the mound. Just holler at your pitcher. Throw to first and back easily. Rick, it's like you're filling them out in a heavyweight fight early on here. You don't want to make that mistake first. Ready to pick a strike. One thing Coach Roof always has done, he likes to run. So watch for Ben to take off. Back. I remember when Coach Roof came over to Central, it's been 14 years ago, doesn't seem that long, when he took over for Coach Mark Smith, but I helped him out for a little while, and one thing we worked on continuously was base running. He wants to run the base pass, generate some runs. Pops it up. Kind of in no man's land, but taken by the right fielder. First out.
Going up to the plate now for the Indians, number 14, Josh Wright.
1, 2, 3. Josh Wright, the number 3 hole man, comes up. And we still have Ben at first. Well, without a stretch and good. Oh, it's a ground ball down to first. Flips it over to second.
Yeah.
No throw to first.
All right.
Going up to the plate now for the Indians, number 35.
Oh, that was a good play by the first baseman.
Pretty play by the first baseman to get over to the shortstop covering. 3-6 if you're scoring at home with us.
That cuts the lead runner off, and there's a guy on first now, so Southern's got 2 outs.
You take the lead man off. Ben Morin's no longer under base pass. Now it's Josh Wright as Jonah Kelsey, the designated hitter, is at the plate. The big man. He is the cleanup hitter. I'm not sure his relation to the pitcher for today's game, Kyle Kelsey. But Jonah. Jonah looks, takes a pitch high.
Good pitch.
Count goes to 1-1. One was a call from Withers. Probably just baseball talk. Runner goes, and a bunt. He's at second. Over to first. In time. Tried to catch him by surprise. Didn't work. After 1/2 inning, no hits, 1 walk, 1 man left.
Good job, guys.
Scoreless for the Indians coming up. Be back after this. Timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome back to Madison Southern High School, bottom of the first. The Eagles are about to take the plate.
Number 7, Kendon Angel.
Kendon Angel will be the leadoff hitter for Madison Southern as he goes against Kyle Kelsey. Indians pitching coach Nick Barte in his 6th season. In his career, Rick, in 6 seasons, his team pitching ERA is a 2.92. So our pitching coach is pretty solid. First pitch is fouled away, first strike. And 0-1 on the leadoff hitter for Mr. Kelsey.
Relax, baby. Drive it.
Kyle was the 11th Region Assistant Coach of the Year in 2012. Not Kyle, I'm sorry, Nick. Nick Barte was. On the ground to third, easily handled over there by the third baseman, one away. Ground out to 5, and that brings up Connor Buchanan.
Number 3, Connor Buchanan.
Come on, Connor.
Connor Buchanan comes up to the plate now to face Mr. Kelsey. This is Dustin Hahn's second season at Madison Southern. As I said, he was 8-29 last year, but they played extremely well at the end of the year, beating Bryan Station in the regional. So he has the Eagles looking up in the right way. And that pitch misses away. That pitch missed somewhere. I'm not quite sure where.
That was real close, Don. It looked like a borderline a pitch.
Maybe it was inside. And he fouls one off to the dugout. And the Indian assistant coaches bounce out of the way. Haven't seen my head coach yet. I haven't seen Coach Richardson here, but you know Don's on his way if he's not here yet. Fouled back to the backstop, strike 2. Scoreboard still not working. I believe the count is 2-2.
I always had the green light, though. They always get the green.
2-2.
3-0.
Here comes the pitch. Whoa!
Right
That one woke them up early if they're not awake yet. They are awake now.
Well, Don, I tell you what, Southern's come out here swinging.
Southern's not going to wait on no pitches. They're like, screw it, we're here to play. Let's go. Is that Johnny Middleton over there? Is he okay? The bus driver was in the dugout earlier. Hope he's okay. Wake up, boys. It's baseball season. Up high and away. 3-2 now is the count. Run it full. Nice little crowd piling in for the ball game tonight. This afternoon. Popped them up. Out of play. I just heard my car brake. Where's Calvin Creek? I want money. Full count. And the pitch. See what he can do with it. Coming after him with his fastball. Strike 3. Set him down. That's a K.
Going up to the plate now for the Eagles, number 23, Griffin Norris.
Griffin Norris to the plate. I believe Griffin Norris played basketball for the Eagles this season. They had a heartbreaking loss in the regional against Woodford County. The boys struggled, man. It was a horrible game if you saw it. Referees out of the 16th region. They need to stay in the 16th. But that is the past. This is the present.
That pitch right there was an off-speed pitch. It kind of buckled his knees right there, but he didn't try to swing at that pitch. So
He did a good job holding the swing back, didn't he?
He sure did.
1-1. He put the play in. It's down the line for extra bases.
He's taking a look.
First. Having trouble getting it out of the fence. Finally thrown back in, and he gets the double. First base hit of the year in the bottom of the first is a double for Griffin Norris. Devin Vanover at the plate with 2 away. And a runner in scoring position. Eagles looking to take an early lead. As the catcher is going to run out and have a talk to Mr. Kelsey. That is Hunter Cabelin, the catcher, going out. I believe. Coach Withers gave me a lineup, and I no longer have it in front of me. Anyway, back to action as Mr. Vanover looking to drive in the early run. See what he can do. You bring the bread and butter. Strike. Unfortunately, though, for the Indians, Kelsey is throwing a lot of pitches early on here in the bottom half of the first. Madison Southern is doing the chirping out of the dugout. Pitch number 2 and a strike. That's what you want to see from your pitcher. 0-2. 0-2 on the hitter. Fan over, choke and poke now. Coach Smith always taught us, got to choke it and poke it. Put it in play. And he puts it in play.
Basins with shortstop.
6-3.
Oh, that was good play by the shortstop. That was deep in the hole. Made a good throw.
At the end of 1 inning, Southern leaves 1 man with a double. End of 1, scoreless. Be back for the 2nd inning after this timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome back to a beautiful day at Madison Southern High School. 2nd inning action, Indians, Eagles, scoreless, as you would expect in a district rival game early. Mr. Newell on the line, and the first pitch swinging down the line for a double at least. That's Hunter Cablin, the hitter. Didn't get a chance to mention the kid's name. See who hits the double to lead off the inning. First pitch he saw. That was a rip shot down the third base line.
Coming up to the plate now for the Indians, number 5, Corey Mullins.
The catcher, Corey Mullins, to the plate with a runner in scoring position early. Weather's flashing his signs. It's early in the season, Rick. Do you bunt him over?
For right now, I would think the first run would be most important to have right now. That's a possibility, Don. Real good possibility.
Ball in for taken for a ball.
Seems like Southern is kind of jockeying around there and kind of making him try to stay at home a little bit.
They are second baseman, shortstop, doing the old bait thing at second base, is trying to keep the runner close best they can. Let's see what Newell does now that he's got a runner at second base in scoring position with no man out. Well, he falls behind 2-0 is what he does right now. It appears that Central is going to bring him on in. We're not gonna bunt him over.
Yeah, Wayne, did you go out there and start hitting on it?
Taking high for a ball, 3-0 now.
Come on, Jacob.
Corey Mullins. Sitting in the driver's seat at 3-0. I cut this kid's hands off. He swings in this next pitch. Taking for a ball. Walks him. 4 straight walk. You know, for Southern, that's not the worst thing that could happen. That puts you in a double play situation now.
That's correct, Don.
Else.
That can help them out tremendously right here to
know,
get out of this inning here.
If nothing else, that kills the rally, even if the kid at second scores. So
The thing I've noticed about Newell, he takes his time throwing the ball, and he slows down the game right now on pitching mound. As Central starter, Kyle, he speeds it up. You better be ready to go in that box when you get in. That's for Southern.
it's Austin Alexander at the plate now as he takes a ball. That's 5 straight balls from the pitcher. 1-1. I believe this is going to probably be, if I remember right, this might be a hit and run. Let's find out. No. Fakes the throw to second. That is 6 straight balls thrown by the pitcher.
But Don, you have him swinging away right here?
God, no. Cut the first hitter's hand off at swing before a strike is thrown. You got to make a pitcher throw a strike. And he finally does. That's a generous call from Black Air. Blue gave him a generous call. Get the boy off his stride. So now you get a 2-1 count. Alexander now still in the driver's seat. 2 men on, no men out.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty pitch, taken inside for a strike.
Painted the corner, I believe, didn't it?
That was Greg Maddox-like, if you will.
2-2, come on, baby.
Maybe Noel has settled down now. He's even to count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second baseman back into position.
Yeah.
That was close. Thought he might have swung.
Very tempting. He came back at the last second.
Full count. All right, here we go. We got 3-2, 2 men on, no men out. You send the runners. On a ball, you're walking. If he hits it, there they go, and it's a ball. Loads the bases. Back-to-back walks.
Batting now for the Indians.
And Mr. Hahn is going to go to the mound to talk to his pitcher as Jacob Frazier steps up to the plate. Little powwow at the meeting, Rick. What do you tell this pitcher? Just calm him down.
I think, to say, hey, if they hit the ball in the infield, we've got a chance here. Let's throw something low, get the ground ball, go home first, go back to first, to get the double play if we can. You got your defense back there.
See, here's the thing now. In high school, I don't know if high school athletes are not that capable of getting to 6-2 to 1-3 double play. Do you just go on and get the routine double play? Go 6-5, 6-4-3 if you can. Go second first.
Right.
Give up the run. It's only second inning.
Right. You go that way too.
That's what I would do. I'd tell my pitcher, if it's on the ground to the infield, we go 6-4-3.
Right.
If you can cut it down, if it's a soft hit ball or situation demands it, go home with it.
Right.
But I'm looking for that double play right now to get 2 outs. Kill this rally. Infield will be drawn in.
That's right. And I hope Newell don't give in here on this first pitch. I think
Infield in. This is dangerous early.
If he grooves it, well, he sure didn't swing at it. So they've been disciplined at the plate so far.
Well, I'm sure Withers told him he hasn't thrown many strikes yet. Let's see if he can throw one, and he does on the first one. It's 0-1 for Jacob. Jacob's a good kid. Swing at an ugly pitch, stepped in the box in the hole, and he stepped in a bucket on that one, Rick. 0-2. Infield still in.
Like you were saying earlier, wait till you get that strike on there and see what happens. Make him throw a strike.
You get Frazier out here and you can try and get him to hit a double play.
Noel on the ground. Hot shot.
Yeah.
They go down home, get him.
Got them. That was good play by your shortstop, Norris, if I'm not believe right there.
Batting now for the Indians, number 12.
Kendon Angel, actually.
Kendall Angel, okay.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. It is Griffin Norris at short. Fielder's choice gets him at least 1 down. And that brings up Jeremy Lakes, number 12.
Yeah, you cut the runner off right there for not score. That was an awesome play.
Now you got your middle infield at double play depth, and the corners are drawn in. I remember Lakes. He can burn it pretty good. He's a good little slice hitter. Taking outside for a ball.
Don, do you try to pitch him inside to kind of jam him a little bit on the ground ball? Or do you don't want to pitch him away or what? What do you think?
That's a good question. A lot of coaches are going to try to get them to go inside and, as you said, jam them. But it seems like they're going away.
Come on.
They're going away from wanting to chase something out of the strike zone. Just put it on to try to put it in play. Base is still loaded for the Indians. 1 down. Swing and a miss.
Again, that was an off-speed pitch. Central's they're waiting on the fastball, and it's just not there yet.
It seems like they're waiting and looking dead red. And not too sure of the count. He's going to bunt, puts it on the ground. It's a squeeze. It works. They're going to go to first for the out. Oh, he's safe.
Oh.
He was off the base path. Yeah, you got to give the man an error on that one. Nice job by Lakes to lay down the bunt.
Number 8, Ben.
But you're going to have to give the pitcher an error on that one. But that was so dead end, though. The first baseman charges, and then he had to hustle back, and he had to find the bag with his foot without looking. So it's a hard error, but I'm giving the kid an error.
Got to have a little communication out there,
That's what Hans said first inning. You've got to talk to each other. Back up to Ben Moore, who drew a walk in the first inning.
Come on, guys. Stop bleeding. Come on.
First run of the game goes to the Indians. And it belongs to Jeremy Lakes.
How many pitches is he?
Ben Moore at the plate. Takes the strike.
He said 20 this inning.
Come on, guys.
Overheard from the inning up there from our statistician, Mr. Wayne Lanehart, that Newell is at 20 pitches this inning. And if that is correct, I have him at 32 then in the ball game. That one in the dirt. Nice block by him, by the catcher. By him, I'm sorry about that. Nice block by the catcher, Ross, Jonathan Ross, to keep it from going to the backstop. Again, the corners are in. You got double play depth at short and second. And we know Ben Moore can lay down a bunt. He burns it up to the outfield. They're going to tag. They're going to bring it. And he is in sliding. And he gets away. Runners advance on the error on the throw.
Again, fundamentals. You've got to catch the ball, come in from left field and cut to make that cutoff right there. That guy needs to catch the ball. There was no way they're going to catch that runner at home plate.
That's 2 down. Did he miss the cutoff man?
It kind of went over his head. They might. I couldn't really hear if the catcher told him to come, but there was no way to have that guy out at home on that.
Well, on the bad throw there, 2 base runners advance.
Again, fundamentals. You know
fundamentals.
What the coach for Southern was talking about is fundamentals. We've got to get better on fundamentals.
Kavanaugh is up.
Now, he came inside there, Don, and he got him a strike. These batters for Central, they're right on top of the plate. He can jam these guys if he just comes in. Trust his pitch.
Kavanaugh flew out to right field to begin the game, or in this first inning. A lot of room between the right fielder. Ball is in the air. It's going to fall. Oh, he dived and it rose to the ground. 2 are going to score. And a stand-up double. Kavanaugh with a double and 2 ribbies. I have it 4-0 now. Indians on top. Mr. Wright, Josh Wright coming up. He grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. 4-0. Eagles have to stop the bleeding here. The way Kelsey threw the ball in that first inning, they're not going to have many opportunities, in my opinion, to get too many runs.
And there he goes to
Runner
third.
goes and it hit him. Hit by pitch. Hit Mr. Wright. So, you know, that kind of helped him because now it sends a runner back to second.
Yes, it does. And, you know, it gives them a force out on third, second, you know, on that part if they can get a ground ball and be out of this inning.
Brings up Jonah, who grounded out to the first. In the first inning, back to the mound. On that bunt attempt, was it not?
That's correct.
Watch the Indians, though, as they've already proved they want to run. Taken out.
No, you know the old saying, walks hurts. They come back and haunt you.
They do. Walk is as good as a base hit. Gets you on base. You know, in the major leagues right now, we're all talking about Billy Hamilton. Can he hit the ball? Pops it up behind the plate. He lost it. Oh, I've lost it too. The catcher was looking all over the place like he had, and I'm like, where is it? Popped it out to second. Eagles in the threat now, 4-0. Central on top. Be back for the bottom of the inning after this. Timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
for the
Back to
Eagles,
Madison Southern High School.
David Meeks.
Bottom of the second. John David Meeks will lead off for the Eagles. Don Foster alongside Rick Mobley on a beautiful Saturday morning / afternoon for baseball. First game of the season. And Mr. Meeks out of the lineup here. He just swinging away. Popped it out. Second base. You're down 4-0, Rick. Do you swing at the first pitch?
I don't think so. I've played enough ball that you just got to take that first strike or something. You know, you're not going to get in the hole yet, but you're behind 4-0. You got to see more pitches.
Pitcher just threw a ton of pitches. You swing at the first 3, he's back out there without any rest. So
Southern needs to get people on base right here and get back in here and build some confidence where they can stay in this game.
Lucas Owens at the plate. He takes that first pitch strike. Kelsey is dealing. Strike 2.
Kelsey seems just so in tune right now, his mechanics and everything's good right now.
The thing between Central and Southern is we have a pitching coach and they do not. That was a tad bit outside. We have a pitching coach who works strictly with the pitching, where Southern does not. So it shows.
Oh, it does show.
Lafayette's got that. Henry Clay has it. I was talking to Coach Withers before the game. Tate's Creek is probably the top team in the 11th. They have that. So.
Oh, he pops straight up. Does it stay in play? Out of play. There goes your car again. Another window.
Come on, Lucas.
0-2, I believe, is the count.
But you're so right pitching. You have to have a pitching coach at this level.
It's hard to have a pitching coach at this level because, for one thing, these guys are teachers for the most part. And if they're not, they work a second job. They got another job that, is strictly what they have to depend on. So it's hard to find assistant coaches who will volunteer their time. And quality assistants. That's just not – it's not hard to find someone. It's hard to find a quality assistant coach. Central has Nick Barta, who played at EKU in the mid-2000s.
Get in there, babe.
Count is full now, 3-2.
The pitcher was rolling that pitch right there.
I believe the dugout was too. Southern chirping a little bit in the dugout. Oh, he rung him up.
I think he made a call up on that one right there. That was a little low. Catcher moved his glove up about off the ground.
Strikeout from Mr. Kelsey.
Batting now for the Eagles, number 21, Jonathan Ross.
Mr. Ross to the plate. The catcher, Jonathan Ross. Kelsey rung him up on the last one. Hit it on the ground. Down to short. 6 going to be a hard play.
Safe. He pulled his foot off the bag.
First baseman wanted that one. Didn't get it.
Nice hustle by
the hitter.
Yeah.
Hitter was Jonathan Ross.
That's why you always want to run the ball out right there.
Pitch runner, courtesy runner into the ball game, number 10. That's a Wyatt kid. I'm not sure his name. Who's Wyatt?
Donnie White.
Donnie White, pinch running, courtesy runner for the catcher.
Well, Don, do you have him doing anything here, like trying to steal the base, get in there? There's 2 outs. It's 4-0.
You're down 4-0, so you need the runners on the base pass.
Okay, he had a big lead right there. He threw over there.
You don't get aggressive here, I don't believe. I don't. Dustin Hahn may, but I would not. I'd just try to let my hitters do what they do.
That's a sizable lead there, and if you don't get back, he's going to get picked off. That was really close right there. He didn't go in sliding back in, did he, Don?
He should have went down. He should have slid in, standing up. Don't get that one. But that's White Dixon out there. He hasn't seen this first action for him tonight on the base pass, so.
Now, he's shortening his lead up right now for White. He's on first.
He has. He's going.
Oh, he did go, Don. I think.
Popped up out of play.
Southern's trying to be aggressive here, and we'll see how it works out.
Well, you can go 2 ways. You can go my way, which is Don Richardson's way, be conservative. Or you can go the way he's going to go, and he's going to be aggressive, try to generate some runs. And you take off, catcher overthrows, you're on third. You take off, hit and run, finds a hole, you got a base run. So Southern's going to be aggressive, it appears. Kelsey knows it, too. That is a third throw over. He went back that time. He got a little dirty on that one.
Hey, Wayne. I just got a text from the coach saying you're going to be pitching next inning.
Down to third. Taking it over to first. Easily played. One hit, one man left. And after two, Madison Central 4, Eagles 0. Be back after this timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Southern High School, third inning about to go underway, and I need to make an adjustment. I was calling the Madison Southern pitcher Tyler Newell all game. Well, I was wrong. That is Jacob Dixon. And I apologize to Dixon and Newell, as my lineup was just way off. Thought I wrote it down right, I did not. So that's Jacob Dixon on the mound, doing a decent job today. You know, it's not great when you give up 4 runs, but a couple of them unearned, not his fault. So.
Don, as we was talking through there on that, just a short break right there, you know, we was saying, you know, if Jacob would come inside a little bit on that first pitch, or not to groove the first pitch, but he needs to get the first pitch over. Central's waiting on first pitch. Every hitter is waiting on after the first and second pitch. He's got to throw strikes.
Hunter Cablin at the plate. He doubled his first plate appearance. And as you said, you know, he needs to just come after him. Be aggressive on the mound. Don't nickel and dime him. Don't try to nibble. Off speed for a strike.
Now that off speed right there was the new meaning for it right there. I think that might have been 25 mile an hour.
A soft toss, if you will.
That was soft toss in there. It kind of this way. All these Central hitters are waiting on that first and second pitch. So
Hunter's like, hell, David Withers throws harder than that. And he's old. I mean, Withers the same age, so I call him old.
Come on now, no freebies, Jacob.
Jacob calls timeout. He gets his catcher out there to get on the same page. I think he wants something from the catcher. I don't know what that is at this moment.
Like Dixon likes throwing it off speed stuff, though. So
I don't know if he wants the catcher set up a little bit more inside, or no, he's setting a little bit outside, isn't he, Don?
So far, he's behind the plate. Let's see where he drops his set. He's going inside. Calling for it in. Up and away, though. 2-1.
Out there, boys. I got there, boys.
Jacob's control problems is it started that second inning a little bit, got him in trouble.
First inning was really good. Second inning got him in a little trouble. Hunter thought about it, didn't swing, taking first strike.
I'll tell you what, it buckled his knees again. They're setting on fastball every pitch. So do you come back with that off speed again, or?
That ball looked low and inside to me, but, you know, that's why I'm up here. Oh, taking back up the middle for a base hit.
It hits Jacob on the back of the heel of the spike there, so he's walking off the mound a little bit gingerly there.
That's what you call a little liner back up the middle there. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
They're just asking if he's okay. And he's fine.
Well, Don, he came back with a fastball there, and they put it right up the middle.
Was ready for it.
He was sitting on it. They're all sitting on fastballs. So
Cablin 2 for 2 tonight with a single and a double as he stands at first. Corey Mullins at the plate. He walked in that second inning. That's when the trouble started for Dixon. He had a couple walks and an error, and, you know, gave up the 4 runs. So haven't seen Pulaski County yet roll in, as Pulaski is playing Madison Central after this game. Unfortunately, we will not be here to cover. Back for the hitter, for the base runner. He's back safely.
Just a charity toss back over there, what, to get him back there?
Kind of calm down, maybe. See?
Yeah.
Walk off that little line drive injury if he had one and just get under control. Like I said, Roof likes to run these kids, so don't be shocked to see him take off. Long look. Throw it back down to first, and he's in there safely.
Again, these Central hitters are waiting, and they're crowding the plate, you know.
We're patient. That is good. We are patient.
He needs to come in and you know, get the plate, on that plate again. if he can do that, he can get out of this inning here.
Well, Rick, the days of Bob Gibson, Don Drysdale are long gone. No more hitter owns the plates. Taking inside for a ball. I believe it runs at 3-0. 2-0.
Come on, guys, just throw it over.
Them days are long gone of the pitcher that can take over the plate, as baseball has evolved into a hitter's game, unfortunately. Remember when Barry Bonds walked up to the plate with freaking body armor on, you know? He'd walk up there like a tank. Dare you to throw it inside to him. Pitch comes, taking high, 3-0. Norris is going to lose this one if he's not, or Dixon's going to lose one if he's not careful.
Now, Jacob, what I've seen on there, he's falling off the mound toward the third base side, and he's just not driving the ball home. And that's where he's erratic of throwing the ball outside and high.
Pitch way up and out. Ball 4. He walked him. Mullins draws this second walk of the ball game.
Now for the Indians, number 13, Austin.
Well, Don, did they come back here and bunt again on this suicide or here, try to get them over a little bit? Or
Austin Alexander up to the plate. Right now, if you're Central, I say you just let them play.
Well,
Pitchers having control problems. And again, you make them throw a strike. I tell my hitters, don't swing till they see a strike. Start it off with a strike.
We were talking yesterday. Somebody said that he thought about it.
There it is.
There's that first pitch I was talking about, and they drove it home there for a strike.
So important to get ahead in baseball.
This next pitch, Don, do you think he's going to go back to that off-speed pitch and a little bit outside, or what do you
Seems to be
think?
his bread and butter is the off-speed stuff, so see what Norris can do. He's got 2 men on. First baseman holding the runner and not holding the runner. That makes sense. He's kind of playing. He's even with the bag at first. In case they do decide to drop down that bunt once again. Third baseman about normal position. Infield at double play depth. All I know is Dixon has ran that pitch total up. Swing and a miss. Alexander. Austin has peed off at himself for swinging at such a pitch, but 5:04 is the call from Mr. Withers. .504, let's see what she do.
Yeah.
All in. That,
Come on, Blue. Come on.
Mr. Lanehart in the booth does not like the call, but that was inside. That was inside.
I believe Jacob was wanting it real bad, too.
It was inside. And when you've been erratic on the mound, you're not going to get that call from the umpire.
You're correctly right, Don,
They're
right
going to make
there.
you earn it, you know. Ball's high. You know, Greg Maddox might get that call, but Greg Maddox is always around the plate. Right now, Dixon just hasn't been consistent enough to earn that call. And he is about to get in major trouble once again if he puts on Alexander.
And Southern has nobody warming up to come in, so it's Dixon for a while.
He walks them, bases loaded. Well, in high school most of the time, they just take the left fielder. Here comes Hahn to the mound. He hasn't signaled yet. But Hahn coming in. Infield coming in. This is really danger time for the Eagles.
Oh, yes,
Down
it is.
4-0. Bases loaded. No one out.
That's the understatement you just said, Don. He has to get out of this inning. If he don't, this game could be broke wide open, you know.
Single and back-to-back walks. Load the bases.
Again, we come back with them walks. They get you in trouble every time.
We will have a new pitcher.
And you are correct. It's
New pitcher will be coming in. Tell you what we'll do. We'll take a quick timeout while they bring in the new pitcher, and we'll let you know who it is after this timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
New pitcher in the game is Lucas Owens. He will come in from third base to take over the pitching duty. And Dixon stays in the game. He just moves over to right, and the lineup is all, and the field is now just all kind of scrambled up out there. Is everybody still in the game? Anyway, number 1, Owens is in a bad way. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. We need Mariano Rivera. Frazier off the first pitch. Singles it down to center. 1 scores. 2 will score. They cut. Frazier with a single and a 2 runs. I want to say Mr. Jacob Frazier is waiting on that pitch. Found it. What do you like?
Sir. Yes, sir. I noticed that too. When the Southern pitcher came in to do his warm-up tosses there, he was just grooving the ball down the middle, and he's throwing it harder than the other Southern pitcher was in. Dixon was in. And they took note of that. They watched that. For all the kids out there for Little League and everything else, watch your pitcher that comes in to warm up, and you know, you can take advantage of that stuff.
First pitch swinging once again, and Morin fouls it off. Ben Morin, leadoff hitter. Walk and a fly out, and an RBI.
That's Jeremy Lakes' last year.
Oh, I'm sorry, it is Jeremy Lakes. I was corrected once again. Jeremy Lakes, a single and RBI in the game. Ground out to third. He was all kinds of confused. Third baseman had no idea what to do with the ball. He throws it away. Runner advances to third. Runner comes in. Lakes is going to reach on that fielder's choice.
Guys, come on, wake up.
And an RBI.
Batting now for the Indians, number 8.
Close the door on Jacob Dixon now as he give up 7 runs in 2 innings. Those last 3 runs that scored were his. So close the door on Mr. Dixon. Not a great outing.
No, it was.
Some of them runs unearned, but still.
Right. I think, like we was talking before, his demise was this: when the walks, they come back and haunt you. It just cannot keep walking people.
Yeah, that second inning got him.
Now, Central seemed like they woke up a little bit here. They like that fastball coming down, and they're starting swinging away.
Third baseman's in. First baseman holding the runner on the bag. Has now Ben Morin is up. Nothing going on. Southern kind of anticipated maybe the runner at first take it off.
What you do right now with Southern, they're behind right now. What do you need to do?
You need a ground ball in the worst way to get that double play.
I know that was just a killer right there where he didn't know where to throw the ball. And
the third baseman got caught in no man's land, didn't he? He was looking.
Right, and then there's that just sucked all the wind of Southern out here. The first inning, they had a little momentum going. Jacob got them out of the first inning, they had a runner on, got to second, and with 2 outs couldn't get him in. And then Jake comes back, and as a pitcher come back, you just got to get them people out in that next inning.
Ball up high.
Send a statement like you were saying.
Mr. Connor Buchanan was at third. He is back to the outfield now, and Meek will take over at third base after that play.
Donnie White in the outfield moved weak, so Connor come out of the game.
Connor came out of the game. And new player in the game was Donnie White. He got hit by the pitch. Way to sell the hit by pitch, dude. Come on, Ben.
Come on, guys, talk it up. Come on.
Maybe that might have been the walk. I was going to say, if he got hit by the pitch, he didn't sell it very well, so it was just a walk. Kavanaugh up with the bases loaded. So Central is looking to bust this one wide open right now. Still no one out. Infield in.
Southern needs to turn that double play. If it's in that infield there, Don, do you go back to home there, like you were saying earlier in the innings? You go to second first or third to second, or what do you do?
If it's hit hard at you, you can go home with it. Try to turn the hard double play home to first.
Come on.
But if it's a ground ball to you short of second, I say take the – well, they're cutting the run off. They got the infield in. They're going to cut the run off at home.
Yeah, I believe Southern just can't give up no more runs.
They have decided to cut the run off if at all possible.
Oh, that's going to your car again.
That better not be my car.
Oh, I just heard it.
Oh, no. That's my other window. That's all 4 windows, boys. Broke them all.
Come on, Lucas.
Yes, Southern's got the infield in. They're going to cut the run off. Bad thing about this, though, we played metal ball bats in high school. These balls come off flying. Hit it up in the air. It's going to be shallow. He catches. No cut. They're going to go all the way home with it.
They went home with it, and they've got lucky right there again.
Just couldn't get it down. There's a first out. Kavanaugh flies out.
For the Indians, number 14, Josh Wright.
But he gets the RBI as the runner tags.
First out. Yeah.
Josh Wright to the plate, hit by a pitch and grounded out to first base. 2 men on.
And Southern goes back to normal depth right here with 1 out. So
you got the infield back at double play depth. You got the third baseman even with the bag.
You got the old lefty up there on the plate right here.
Josh Wright hit by a pitch his last at bat. Still trying to keep second base close. Down the line, foul. They call it fair.
All right.
Not too sure about that one, Rick. That looked foul to me.
I had a good view on that. That was a foul ball. It hit the line there. That
That's
went
what
there.
the first base coach is arguing.
And when it didn't even go past the first base bag. So Southern got some break there. Much needed, I guess.
Number 35.
Ground out to first base, second time for Mr. Wright. Runners advance. 1 bag. Jonah Kelsey to the plate. 0 for 2. A DH.
Your first base coach for Central, he questioned it, but he's really not too upset. But
Up 7-0 or whatever. You're not going to question too awful hard.
So Southern needs 1 more out to get out of here. They got to.
You know, it's not worth arguing too over much for. And with Coach Roof not here, you sure don't want to argue enough to get thrown out over something like that. Mr. Jonah Kelsey popped out to second base his last at bat.
Come on, Lucas, get in the groove.
Nope. Owens came in a hard situation. The bases loaded. Since then, has settled down a little bit. You know, gave up a sacrifice fly. But if he can get out of this inning and just giving up 4 runs with the bases loaded, nobody out, that would be pretty good.
Come on, Lucas.
You think Southern would be happy with that if they could get out just giving up 4 runs right now. 3-0 is the count. Again, I cut off Jonah's hands if he swings at this pitch. Wow, strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, I cut Jonah's hands off if he swings at this pitch.
I agree with you 100%.
You've got to make them throw the strikes. You know, they're not being consistent enough to throw strikes. Make them throw them. Well, he found a pitch he liked. He
The right
grooved it.
field, it's over. He catches. Good catch.
He just about misplayed it. He just about misplayed that one.
Good catch there.
End of the inning. Central scores 4.
The Indians lead 8-0.
4 runs. 2 men left. End of 2.5. 8-0 Central. Be back after this timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. ProSigns. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Southern High School, the Indians are out to an 8-0 lead early after 2.5 innings. Rick, that second inning kind of did in the Eagles.
That was it. I think that just sucked all the air out of them, out of the sail, so to speak. And they just, you seen it out there. They wasn't chattering. They wasn't talking, communicating with everybody. Again, the Southern's coach is trying to get that fundamentals and everybody talk.
It's a long season. One game don't mean much in the scheme of it all. So, Tyler Noel at the plate. His first plate appearance. Whoa, Kyle bounces that one up there.
That was about 40 feet one, wasn't it?
I would have swung at that. Ball 2, 2-0 now. Now Kelsey's in a situation where he's got the big lead. He just has to throw strikes. I mean, let him hit the ball. Strike 2. Make them throw strikes. I mean, if they hit it, they hit it.
Come on, Tyler. Come on. Come on.
You know, trust in your outfield, infield, and just end this game.
Got nothing bad. Nothing high.
Way up high.
Haven't got away with him a little bit right there.
Count full, I believe the umpire says. He went down golfing, found it, shortstop calls, shortstop handles. Pop out. Noel pops out.
Batting now for the Eagles, number 7, Kendon Angel.
Leadoff hitter Kendon Angel back to the plate. He grounded out to the third baseman to start the game in the first inning.
Oh, Kendon.
He will pop out this time. Out of bounds. Pop out to the third baseman.
Again, there, Southern is just going like swinging at the first pitch. That's about like the Cincinnati Reds did the last few years, Donald. They swing at the first pitch. You can't get nowhere there.
White gets his first at bat now, number 10.
Since they're behind, they have to take some pitches.
Swinging at the first pitch is not the thing to do. Is he swings at that one after it hits. Honestly, that was in the catcher's mitt for he swung.
It's not time to be aggressive, is it?
Not for me, but I'm the old style, I guess. I'm taking my time. I'm trying to get runners on base.
Any way you can.
Even if this kid hits a home run, it's still 8-1. You need runners in front of you. That's the thing, a lot of people are all about the home run ball. Adam Dunn's got 500 home runs. He's got like 1,200 RBIs, 1,100 RBIs, no base runners in front of you. Got to have base runners. On the ground to short. It's going to be a tough play. Picks it up, grounds him out. Attaboy, shortstop. After 3, it's 8-0 Indians. Be back for the 4th inning after this timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. ProSigns. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to Madison Southern High School on a beautiful day for baseball. Crisp 50 degrees outside, not a cloud in the sky. Madison Central leads 8-0 after 3, Rick. Kind of what I was expecting, to be honest with you.
That's what I was expecting to. The Southern coach has got his work cut out. I mean, they've improved from last year, from that year-to-year basis there.
It's tough when you play the defending district champ and, a team that has tradition such as us. And I try not to be too much of a homer, but Central is my team in baseball, so I apologize to all the Southern fans watching out there. I'm not rooting against you, just today. We'll be back to do a Southern game later on the season. Then I'll be all homer for you guys. But as you said, Dustin Hahn does have his hands, work cut out for him up here. He's trying to build the tradition up here as such as we have at Madison Central,
Well, he can take the page out of the football coach here at Southern. What I've seen the last few years, they've done wonderful.
There you go. That's a good point. Coach Clark took over a program that was in shambles, if you will. They'd win 2 games a year, 3 games a year, and he has built them now into a, powerhouse in 5A. It don't hurt when you have Damian Harris running the football, but, he's got a nice program going.
It just takes a while to build that and have the kids come out that they have to like the coach.
You take Summer Simmons with the girls basketball team, 20 games this year. They won 20 games. I don't think they'd won 20 games ever. Shane Buttry's got the boys program in a good situation. Fouled off into the dugout. Ooh. Wake up. Hey, that's why you pay attention, boys. 3-1 now is to count. But it does take time. I don't care where you go. EKU hit a lull after Coach Ward left us. And Elvis Dominguez came in and built us back up some. And now Jason Stein's doing a great job up there.
And by the way, I think don't Eastern play today?
They could play this afternoon. And, like Kentucky basketball. Billy Gillespie comes in, kills your program. Took Calipari to bring it back out of the demise. So it just takes time wherever you are. Count is full now. Nice little lane. He pops up. Base hit.
Coming up now for the Indians, number 5, Corey Mullins.
Hunter Kaplan's third hit of the game. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say he will be the player of the ball game, either him or Kyle Kelsey. If I had to choose right now, it's Hunter Kaplan has 3 hits, 2 singles and a double, and he stands at first base. Corey Mullins at the plate. He's yet to have an official at bat. So he is 0-0 with 2 walks. They're going to throw down to first. Dangerous play, in my opinion. It's down 8-0. I mean, if that ball rolls out to the outfield, he's on third. He ain't going nowhere up 8-0. Withers ain't going to send him. You know, sportsmanship. 8-0, you don't send a base runner. I say that he's going to go.
But that's a good way to do that, you know, when the game's getting sort of out of hand.
It's 8-0. I mean,
you know, basketball or something like that. But you never know these days.
High school baseball, 8-0 is nothing. I mean, that's 2 errors away from having a ball game again. So you can't be too careful, but I don't think Withers be sending them right now. Hit and run, perhaps, but not a straight steal.
This is things that Central probably could work on, like you say, hit and run, or bunny him over, them aspects again, so it gets you ready for farther along in the season.
It's just game one of many. Ball is taken for a strike. Wow. Who's got a generous strike zone tonight? Mullins, the catcher. Said 0-2, 0-0 with 2 walks.
Again, if Southern pitchers here,
ball rolls away. He's going to take off to second, and he will go in sliding. See, that's why you don't worry about him. It's 8-0. Now, why do you worry about him? That's an error on the pitcher, or perhaps the first baseman, because who they give it to.
Correct. What I was going to say is this umpire seems like he's got a low strike zone. So Southern pitchers needs to feel that and work on that low strike zone. He's giving them the low strike zone. So, what result of low pitch is what the result of, Donald. It just comes down to grand balls, don't it? So.
And that's it. Whatever the home plate umpire is going to call, you adjust to it. It's like anything else in football or basketball. I mean, the official's going to call it this way, you adjust it that way. He's going to call the low strike. As a hitter, you know that. As he walks for the 3rd time tonight, Corey Mullins.
Mm-hmm. He came with an off-speeder pitch again, too far inside. So, in that case right there, I think I would have went after him,
Alexander to the plate, 2 walks as well. He's yet to have an official at that. 2 men on, no men out. Southern working himself in trouble once again. Ball up. Ooh. That's a strike, I guess. Why not? These umpires have 4 games today. They just want to get paid and get out. I mean, it's game 1 of fall. Hit
him again.
Whoa, get out pitch. Second hit by
coming up to the plate for the Indians, number 21, Jacob Frazier.
Frazier reached out a fielder's choice on the bad play at third base. Single and 2 RBIs.
Southern's got to hold them here with no more runs. If they give up the 2 run, I believe it's the mercy rule.
After 5, it can 10-run lead. Infield in once again for the Eagles. Frazier takes advantage of it. That the shortstop would have been. 1 run in, he overruns it. Doesn't matter. Frazier with his 2nd single. 2 more RBIs. Gives him 4 RBIs in the ball games. Hunter Kaplan getting some competition for player of the game for the Indians.
Batting now for the Indians, number 12, Jeremy Lakes.
Jeremy Lakes will be the hitter now as he's got a single and an RBI. 2 RBIs.
Jeremy looks down at his third base coach. Is getting some signs from him right now, so we'll see what's going to come up with here.
2 men on. See what Withers calls for.
As you just said, keep saying on this game, Donald, at first pitch, let it go.
10-0 the Indians on top. Indians preseason 33rd in the state. We go to Trinity next week.
That'll be a test of their measure right there, won't it?
So, the schedule's not easy for the Indians this season. home plate umpire wants they got a pitcher warming up in the Eagle bullpen. Eagles need a safety net, if you will. They need somebody out there to protect him. And that's what the umpire was telling them. So somebody's grabbing a glove and going out to cover the pitcher.
That's a good point what you said there a few innings ago about a safety and all this other stuff, with these aluminum bats.
He picked them off. Picked off second base. Oh. Yes, I say it was me. Call save. Picked them off. Bad base running. Got him down there.
Come on, guys, come on!
2 down.
Come on now, turn them!
Man at first, infield back to Dale. Third baseman even with the bag. Yeah, he's getting a talking to over there. That's Corey Mullins, I believe, who got picked off. Or was it Alexander?
That was Alexander.
That was Alexander who got picked off. Finds the hole. No. I'll play though from short to get the force out.
Coming up now, Ben.
2 down.
Batting now for the Indians, number 8, Ben Morin.
Jeff Moore, who is 0 for 1 with 2 walks and an RBI.
I haven't seen. This kid's a junior. The kid on first
wow.
is a junior.
Yeah.
I think they're mostly
The only
senior that plays is
John Kelsey.
A little slow now, just slowing her down, Tad.
Yeah.
hey, you got the scoreboard.
We have a scoreboard now, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Creeks was able to get the scoreboard rolling. It's 93-6, so Eagles lead 93-6 according to the scoreboard.
I think he thinks it's football season, I believe.
Sammy Harris running the ball there now. Another ball. As we now get the trying to line out the score. It's 10-0 Indians on top.
they have to work on.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see the line. Okay.
Pitch. Way up. Walked them.
Good.
Second walk them. Third
Batting
walk
now for the Indians, number 23, Nick Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh with 3 RBIs and a double in the ball game as he comes to play 2 men on.
Norris comes in and talks to his pitcher. What this point he sees to him? Just slow down and.
Out. So just settle down, get the hitter. Don't worry about the base runners. So right now, the most important guy for him has got to be Kavanaugh. He can't control the 2 runners. If they run, they run. You get Kavanaugh, you're out of the inning. You cut the bleeding down. So,
That one on the left is
go after it. All up and away.
I don't know if that's what it's supposed to
Pitcher's still warming up in the bullpen. Appears we'll probably have a new pitcher next inning for him. Owens come in, did a decent job. He's came in, gave up a couple, 3 runs.
So you guys working
All us hit foul out of play,
I wish you'd wait till
and it bounces behind the central dugout.
he's out there with that ladder on. He gets some light balls.
As long as they don't hit my car, I'm happy with the foul balls. Having a 1-1 is the play, is the count. 2 men on, they're playing behind the runners. Runners not going nowhere. Up 10-0. But Owens is not convinced of that as he spins and looks at second.
All right. Let's see. You got this thing going. What's the count?
What's the count?
Have it all.
No, you don't have to worry about that now.
Ball is hit out to the outfield for the 3rd and final out. 2 runs, 2 left.
Yeah.
After 3
We're
and
at
a
the
half.
bottom of the 4th inning. The Indians lead 10-0.
Come on, we got to score. Come
After 3 and a
on.
half, it's 10-0. Be back after this timeout.
Okay, we only got.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to action at Madison Central High School, Madison Southern High School. I keep wanting to say we're at Central for some reason, Rick.
I'll tell you.
As we're here, it's 10-0 Central on top.
Good eye.
On the mound. Kyle Kelsey.
Good eye, we need runners.
Kyle's pitched a really good game so far.
I'm really impressed with the pitching of Kyle Kelsey.
To be this his first outing of the year, I mean, you know, he's, like I said earlier in the game, his mechanics is flawless. They're down. I've seen just a couple bad pitches that he's done, but that's going to happen to everybody. Nobody's perfect out on that mound. But,
Good eye, we got 10, Griff. Get on, baby.
You know, like we said earlier, it's the advantage of having a pitching coach on staff. Griffin Norris is at the plate. Double. Swing and get a miss as it goes through the pitch.
yeah, I believe he took a little bit off that pitch right there. Kind of got him off balance there. We'll see what he comes back with the next pitch, if he comes fastball or takes something off again. No, he came back fastball.
Bread and butter right there.
Ooh, everybody kind of a little bit of ooh on that last pitch. It's outside, so, yeah.
And it's the first game for him, too. Yeah, it's first game for Blue. You know, they got to give him a little bit of a break also. Guys that don't want to.
Good eye.
And a walk.
So he works him walk. There's what I was talking about earlier, where you've got to take a few pitches. You got to have them. You know, you just can't go up there swinging. You know, as I've referenced there the last few years, that's what the Reds do, and they get themselves in trouble if they can't score no runs, where they hit the first pitch or the second pitch, and it takes them out of the game.
And over to the plate.
I know a few minutes ago I saw a rebel flag out there.
Yeah, I did too. I don't know
Grounded out earlier in the game. Got a runner on first now. He goes back.
Madison County so well.
So Southern here, this needs base runners right there in the worst way right now. Just take it easy.
It's the bottom of the fourth inning. You know, they need to get some runs just for the confidence, if nothing else. You don't want to be shut out on the opening day, especially to your rival, district rival.
All right, here comes one.
Good eye.
2-5.
I think Kyle, he's coming in a little bit high there, and what I was predicting.
He's going to go to the mound to have a little powwow with him, if you will.
He came a little high there, Donald. He's thrown about 4 or 5 balls straight in a row.
He's had some pitches. I mean, he may have hit the wall on us here in the fourth inning.
So do you if that's your ace, do you go and take him out, or just let him work through it, or just save him for another day?
Of course, I can just read lips out there, Kyle saying, I'm fine. But Nick I'm sure Coach Barty wants to get him through the inning maybe. He's going to leave him. He's going to try to get through the inning.
It's old trick there. The coach talks to them, sees the umpire comes up there and knitting around the dirt there, and
all of a sudden you're done talking.
You're done talking. We're ready.
Oh, hell, I was already going to the mound, man. You didn't have to come out here. Come back to the dugout.
That gives him a rest right here, calms him down, and see if he gets back into that groove again.
Coach Barty told him, we're up 10-0, son. Just throw strikes. Throw strikes. Don't do nothing fancy, you know. Don't groove it in there. But throw strikes. Go, Dad! And there you go. Just throw strikes.
I'll tell you what, I'm
Leaving the infield and the outfield, make the play for you, and just go and throw strikes. As Vanover is at the plate after the powwow, 1 man on first, and back.
Norris took a really a good size of lead right there, which don't need to play with fire right here. I mean, you know,
decent pickup, but it's not super great. No, he's not going to pick off everybody, but he's got a decent move over to first. Pitch up high.
Good eye.
Sign of him maybe getting tired. He's going high with everything now. He's starting to miss up high. That's dangerous.
They get all the lights, most of the lights working.
You know, you got ball up high, may wind up out there next to that tractor.
When we came into school.
He has a 2-ball and 1-strike count right here, so we'll see what happens on this pitch here.
And over at driver's seat, puts it in play, pops it up.
They look like
center field, and a corn.
We had a lot of issues
One down.
last year, especially with that light right there. It didn't want to work.
Gone. David Meeks, I believe, is due up next. Yeah, we'll find out.
Betting now for the Eagles, number 2, John David Meeks.
David Meeks played. He popped out earlier in the ball game. Well, if you're Southern, man, you want to start taking pictures. You want Kyle Kelsey out of the ball game. You've seen enough of this kid to do you 2 districts. Popped out once again. Cannon going out to center field.
That's a result of him pitching low there, and the Southern hitters, what they're doing, they're swinging up a little bit, and they're getting underneath the ball, and it's lifting it straight up for a can of corn, as you would say.
That's just throwing strikes.
Number 34.
Good things happen when we throw strikes.
Lucas Owens is now at the plate, the pitcher. He moved in from third base. Pitch. And he's first pitch swinging. This might find a hole. Nice play by the center fielder. All 3 outs went to him. Into 4.
Going into the 5th
on top.
inning, the Indians lead.
You back up to this. Time out.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to the Eagles nest at Madison Southern High School.
Betting now
That's
for
a
the
Central
Indians,
Madison
number
Southern.
14, Josh Wright.
As we have a new hitter in the lineup, Josh Wright. No, he's not. He's a 3-hole. 3-hitter, Josh Wright at the plate.
No, it's top of the 5th.
Central on top 10-0. But Rick, how many earned runs do my Indians have?
Well, it's, Indians has got 4 earned runs. It's, Southern, by help of Southern's a few miscues out in the field, not hitting the cutoff man, but they've walked a lot. That's not bad, giving up 4 runs to Central earned. So if they can get their mechanics down and play good defense, it'll put them in a lot of games. The hitting will come a little later, but you got to have good defense.
Pitching's always ahead on it, isn't it? Nice little play by the second baseman as it gets by him, though. Nice effort. Base hit for Josh Wright.
Good hustle, bud.
Second baseman had a play on it. He just came up short.
Coming up to the plate now for the Indians, number 35, Jonah Kelsey.
Jonah Kelsey, 0 for 3, the cleanup hitter.
Now, earlier he bunted, if I'm not mistaken, and that was the first inning or second inning he bunted. The cleanup guy.
Try to get them runs early. Well, not a bad idea from Coach Withers, though. Get on top early. On that first back.
Oh, here we go again. Overthrow to first, which
You know, that's, to me, I wouldn't worry about the guy at first. You know, he's not going nowhere. Coach Withers is not going to send him. It's 10-0, you know. We may be rivals, but we don't hate you, so we're not going to run the score up on you because we will see you again later on in the season.
Come on, guys, play hard.
that's the thing about baseball. You never know what can happen the next game you play.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Southern come out here and get 10 runs next inning. Easy. Couple errors. Jonah rips one.
Uh-oh, this is deep left field.
Going out of here.
Oh, it stays in here.
That was a deep one, always the fence. No tag.
He hits the cutoff man. That was excellent right there on the fundamentals of baseball. Catch it, hit your cutoff man, and everybody stays at bay.
Jonah about sitting one for a ride. And they're Kaplan 3 base hits.
These guys, they need to find somebody that can take charge. Because last year you had Reynolds and everybody.
Runner at second after the pickoff move.
Oh, he's taking off to third. Hit and run. Uh-oh, it's going to get him in.
No play at home. He goes home with it.
Which was a bad mistake. There's nobody backing up the catcher or nothing.
Pitcher didn't react fast enough. Couldn't have enough time to get back in cover. And he scores. You know, he was no man's land as a shortstop. As former shortstop, he was in no man's land with that pitch. He should just eat it.
Eat it. Sometimes it's best to eat the ball and advance the guy to first to second, which
No throw at first. And look what happens as he went home.
Zach Hall.
Runner at second. Catcher had the plate dog pretty good. Just, you know, so went over him. Throw got by him, and the run scores. So technically, I'm going to give Hunter a single on that. That's his third single and a double in the game. He's 4-4. It's the RBI now.
well, Hunter wants maybe the MVP of the game, you think? On this,
I'm between Kaplan and Kelsey, in my opinion, for Central. Mullins to the plate. Oh,
Not a block for the catcher right there, keeping the ball, not come back to the backstop there.
well, that's something a lot of people don't realize. Catcher, man, on some of these pitches, I mean, you have to keep it in front of him. Like you said, that runner could easily be at third base right now. And then there's numerous ways to score from third base. There's only a couple ways to get home from second base.
Well, you think Central is going to work on another hit and run right here, or?
I'm not sure what Mullen's ability is to hit the ball. I've never seen the kid play, I don't think. So.
Now, Donald, where does the Central stand right now? Are they fairly young, or?
We have some juniors and seniors on the ball club, so.
So they're pretty seasoned right now.
As a alumni, we are expecting big things from Coach Ruth and the Indians. I expect to be competitive in the 11th region this year. We don't have to win 25 games. I just want to be competitive in the region.
But by them going to Trinity, they'll show them early signs if they can compete with good teams.
I like playing Trinity. I like playing Scott County. I like playing Lafayette, you know. I like playing teams that we should play. I expect us to win our district once again. They called a strike 3.
Yeah, there was an off-speed right there, and this Bogan, he didn't want to offer at it, but he had 2 strikes. He's got to protect the plate.
Got to protect the plate.
Playing now for the Indians, number 13, Austin Alexander.
Alexander with 3 walks, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Runner at second steal. 1 run in.
Again, the Indians are just really disciplined at the plate.
That's one thing you can say for Coach Ruth's team. They are disciplined. I mean, they, you know, got a good pitching staff. You know, their pitchers are usually pretty solid, and we're disciplined at the plate for the most part. So.
Right, you know, if you do get the first strike, it really don't put you in the hole.
Yeah.
You've got to, you got to be aggressive a little bit after that first strike, but it don't put you in the hole where you say, I've got to swing at the next pitch.
Day 1 of the opening season in baseball. Indians will play once again immediately following this ball game. They play at 1:30. We play Pulaski County in a round robin, and then Southern will play Pulaski after the Central game. So I know it's young. You know, these kids are young and full of spit and vinegar. But he arrested 1 or 2 maybe for the second game coming up here in a moment.
Well, I think I would, try to replace him with somebody on the bench there and see, get everybody in there. Let me get a look at that, what we have.
This is 11-0. I mean, swinging and a miss, and he struck out 2.
2 in a row right there. He came off that off speed again, and then they're waiting on fastballs. So
the Indians lead 11-0.
1 run, 1 left. 11-0. Indians on top. Be back after this timeout.
Come on, guys.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to Southern High Schools. Colin Kelsey on the mound still. Bottom half of the 5th. You have something, Rick?
he's pitched a really good game. He's gave up 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hits. So he's been really on it there. He's thrown a lot of strikes today versus the ball, the old pitch count on there. He's been right on top of them. And with Southern being aggressive on that first pitch, it's helped him out a little bit too.
Good eye, good eye.
5th inning, and if the Eagles do not score 2 runs, this game is over. It's 11-0. Bottom half of the 5th, they do have the 10-run mercy rule in high school baseball.
As you were saying earlier, they have to score. You don't want to get shut out on your first game of the whole season.
You don't want to be shut out, especially against Madison.
Especially at home. At home, when you're at home.
Against your rival. This just, it gets in your head. You're Central defending district champs, blah, blah, blah. Take it down to third and botched.
Oh,
Came up on him pretty hard. So
that ball was scorched, I believe.
that's what you call a we're not getting shut out kind of hit right there. He was fired up. So
Batting now for the Eagles, number 17, Jacob Dixon.
Jacob Dixon will come to the plate. So
And what I've seen so far today, if Southern can get their pitches down, throwing strikes, they've not given up many earned runs. They have to stick to get throwing strikes. You can't keep walking people 2-3 an inning.
courtesy runner coming into the ball game for the pitcher. Or not the pitcher, but just a courtesy runner.
Come on, Dixon. I think that's
Dixon at the plate. Back. You know, I'm going to say the same thing now to Kyle Kelsey as I said to Southern pitcher. It's 11-0, son. Don't worry about him. If he runs, trust your catcher to throw him out. You know, don't waste. I mean, that's as good as a pitch to me when you throw it to first. I mean, it may not be as hard, but it's still a motion you're throwing. Just concentrate on the hitter. Kyle is blown up, I believe. I think he may be done. And they're going to try to get him through the inning, try to get the complete game, try to get a shutout for him. But if he gets in trouble, I do expect Coach Arte to go quickly to the pen. Runner goes. Pass ball.
Well, he might have run out a little gas. I'm not sure on
I
that.
believe he's hit the wall.
Joe, not bad, Dixon. We need runners.
He's hit the wall. There's now a runner at second, nobody out. Third baseman even with the bag. If I'm Withers, I think I can throw that third baseman back. I don't believe they're laying down no bunt. But they might be playing for the 2 runs. Who knows? Swing and a foul ball. And another one bites the dust.
I believe that went my window.
My windows are gone, so it has to be yours.
The window guys on Saturday, I guess we'll have to call them up, Donald, see if they can put all windows back in our car.
If I get Rosenbaum Communications or
Yeah, I think Southern, yeah. Calvin can help us up there, can't he?
Right now, Randy's out there saying, no. Been a fun day. Not the outcome Southern was hoping for, of course.
Good eye.
Good eye by the hitter that time. But not a bad opening day, you know. Southern gave up 500 runs, 5 earned. So limit the errors and so on, and no, Southern will be okay. Coming off an 8-29 season, I expect them to win way more than 8 this season. Nice hit.
And that's hit to right field.
They're going to send the runner.
They're going to send the runner. He's coming around third.
Throw is going to go home. It's going to be cut. No, it's not cut.
Trickle in there. And then there's Central up there. They're throwing the ball around there. They let the runner go from first to second.
The catcher had to double clutch. You could have had him, but he double clutch. Eagles on the scoreboard, 11-1.
Yeah,
nobody out still.
The ball should have been cut off, I think, by the second baseman. They let it roll back there, and they didn't do that. That was just a miscue. I say that'd be corrected by tomorrow or the next week when they practice.
You know,
Come on, Tyler.
no communication on cut or not, so they didn't cut. So it's 11-1. It's a 10-run in the ball game now. I believe it's Dixon up.
Again, Central don't. They have somebody warming up out there in the bullpen on behind first base dugout.
He's lost it.
He's lost the ball, so I don't know. Pitcher got it. Oh, good play by the pitcher. Catcher just lost that one, didn't he, Don?
1 out. Nice play by Kelsey to calm down and direct traffic.
Come on, KJ.
1 down.
Well, with this runner on second, what do? Try to stay in the game, play one more inning, get some stuff you can work on. If you can get the run in from second, do you advance him over by any means, or just
1 out now? You don't bunt. You don't give up an out. You need all the outs you can get. So, Kid Angel leadoff hitter is at the plate.
Oh, I think he's going to make a pitching change.
He's asking, is he ready? Kelsey's coming out of the ball game as the bullpen empties for Madison Central. Kelsey throwing a well of a game. Just gave up 1 run. So, got to be very ecstatic if you're Madison Central with the way Kelsey pitched his opening game.
I'll take that any time, wouldn't you? Get 3 hits and 1 run. I mean, oh, goodness. What a good outing.
In this inning, no, he lost in this inning. Kelsey goes out. Nice ovation from the Indian faithful who made the trip up to Berea.
Is that Nick Kavanaugh? Yeah.
Nick Kavanaugh will be taking over on the mound, and we'll be back after he gets his warm-up toss. Let's talk about Nick Cavanaugh after this timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome back to Madison Southern High School, where pitching change has been made. Look at Nick Cavanaugh now on the mound, replacing Kyle Kelsey, who threw a well of a game for the Indians on the opening day. It's 11-1, runner at second. I believe there's one down. So,
Good eye. There you go.
Eagles score another run. We play another inning, Rick.
There we go. Well, let's play ball. That's what we're here for. Let's play some more ball.
I was just saying, it wouldn't bother me if they could tie it up. Well, it would bother me if they tied it up as an Indian fan, Indian faithful. It would really bother me. But I can play ball all day. Cavanaugh with a strike there, swinging in a foul tip.
In the pregame there, I was watching Nick throwing the ball around there, tossing back and forth. Nick's got a good arm, what I've seen. He plays
strong arm, doesn't he?
He plays second base, but I'll tell you what, he was ripping that ball from right field line to center field like it wasn't nothing. That ball didn't dip at all. Got a strong arm. You can see why he's on the mound.
Runner at second. Strike taken.
Oh, he broke that one off.
He did.
Come on, protect. Put it in play.
That buckled the batter's knees.
That's Kendon Angel, leadoff hitter. He needs to choke and poke now, put the ball in play. The pitch, the strike, way outside. Overthrew that one.
2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
And the runner on second, they're not even holding him on. They're not really worried about it. As I see in the last pitch.
If he does take off, it's it's not a stolen base. It's a fielder difference. Plus, if you take off, and you get thrown out, you just gave us a free out right now.
Right.
Staying alive, staying alive. He gets a piece of one.
Again, he threw an off-speed right there. So the next pitch comes back here, he might put the old heater on him.
No, I believe that's what Angel may be waiting on. Might be the heater.
His might be coming in right here. We'll see what comes down. If he gets this,
it's game 1. We're not doing many ball games, so I'm throwing it out there. Forget that curveball. Throw him the heater. Thank you.
Oh, he
threw an off speed.
He threw another one there.
Popped out to third. That's the second out of the inning. And that was a bad Major League impersonation on my behalf. I apologize for that.
It's just like here in the Major League, it comes a guessing game, don't it? What are you going to throw me?
Johnny Wyatt.
It's up to Mr. Wyatt here if the ball game is going to continue or not. A lot of pressure on number 10. No pressure. It's first game of the season.
On the ground, babe. On the ground.
2 down at the bottom of the 5th. Indians lead 11-1. Cavanaugh on the mound.
Oh, nice play by the catcher. Nice stop.
Nice block. Speaking of catchers, last year Madison Central had a fine catcher in Jimmy Wright. Jimmy is playing at Moorhead this season. Also from last year's Indian Ball Club, Ben Fisher is EKU. He is playing well, really well. He had a grand slam earlier this week. Thomas Crump is at Rowan State College for the Indians. Our coach on for the season, and Lucas Reynolds from last year's Eagle Ball Club is at Cumberland College playing.
I believe that was a walk. Was he a walk-on?
Yeah, he went down to play soccer. So he wasn't having no fun at soccer, so he wanted to play baseball, and he is playing baseball at Cumberland.
Good sign of an athlete right there.
I've always said it doesn't matter where you play, as long as you go somewhere.
Oh,
Nice
right up the middle. He come from.
Send him. Come home. It's a strong throw. It's going to be close. Not even close. Safe. 11-2 now. Eagles bounce back with 2 runs in the inning. And we're playing another inning, guys. It's 11-2 now. Eagles are not dead yet. Don't count them out.
Griffin Norris.
Griffin Norris to the plate. That's what I say. The game of baseball is so unpredictable.
Well, you know, with the right here, rally on 2 here.
Hey, you don't get back all 11 now. Say they get 3-4 more runs. It's 11-6. You know. 2 down though, so.
Come on, Griff, get it right.
All right, he just took that pitch right there. He's ready. He's going to go back in the box. Would he come down hacking, you think?
23 versus 23 on the jersey numbers. I expect him maybe Norris, man. He's got a double earlier in the game. He could, he could hit. Power on power.
Good eye.
Oh, way out, so. Man at second. Not holding. Central's not holding the runner. Strike.
Ooh, there's another off speed that just barely came to plate. It took a week, didn't it?
He's been calling that all night, though, and that was another BP session right there.
So I believe he'll throw it again, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he did the last batter.
2 strikes on the hitter. See what they go with. They're coming after him.
Oh, he came after him, didn't he? Way outside. Good play by the catcher.
See, that's a problem with a young kid. They overthrow too much. They're just overthrew that pitch as it goes 2-2. Goes 3-2 now. That's kind of close, but it was outside.
Good eye, good eye.
So officially on the book, Kyle Kelsey gives up 1 run. Kavanaugh inherited the runner, let him score. So Kelsey closes with 1 run.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he threw him the heater that time, didn't he?
Going into the 6th inning now, it's 11-2. Eagles score. Hoping to make a ball game out of it. Be back for the 6th inning after this. Timeout.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Madison Southern High School on the campus of Madison Southern High School. Beautiful day for baseball. Eagles score 2 runs in the inning, make it 11-2 as we go into the 6th inning. Rick, you mentioned something about an archery team.
Yeah, the archery tournament for the state is in Louisville. Madison Central and Southern, they've got people go to the state right there. They just had the regional a couple of weeks ago, and let me tell you, them guys and girls can shoot that bow. I'm telling you, they shoot around the 290s out of 300. And there's a good thing about this is they can go there on a scholarship somewhere at any university that has an archery team. So that's another means of getting there without paying a lot of money going to college.
Pitch taken for a ball. Not quite sure of the hitter.
Swafford.
Who is the hitter?
Swafford.
What's his name?
Swafford.
Isaac Swafford at the plate. As the Indians are emptying the bench a little bit here. Start the 6th inning.
Also, Don, I want to give a big shout for EKU basketball. Oh, that has been awesome.
Coach Newbauer and the boys are going dancing this weekend. We're going to go dancing next week. We might be dancing with the devil, though. It might be Duke or Kansas or someone like that. But they win the Ohio Valley. First time in 7 seasons. Oh, he puts it on the ground.
The second base, he has
Has
it.
to cover.
And, he drops the ball. Second baseman.
Couldn't handle it. Not sure if that got the out anyway, as the pitcher was a little late coming off the bag to cover the bag. Back to the archery thing, though. As you said, there's a lot of different sports now than when we were in high school. We have an archery, we have bass fishing, we have volleyball, and tennis has gotten popular. So,
and golf is really good.
Golf is picking up.
A lot of scholarships for golf. If somebody around the 6th, 7th, 8th grade want to pick it up and do
band
well.
is really getting big. There's a lot of ways to go to college. You don't have to play football, basketball, or baseball any longer. Taken down and away for a ball.
As we was talking a little bit earlier, too, about, Coach Newbauer came there, 8, 9 years ago?
Jeff was in his ninth season as head coach of EKU basketball.
He took a team and gradually got better and better, and he has good work ethics and
taking first strike. Basketball team has really improved at EKU and the women's team. The women ran into a buzzsaw in Tennessee State University, but Tennessee State women were just unbelievable. EKU baseball this season he's going down to second. Throw is over. Nice job by the shortstop to be the backup. So he advances on the passed ball.
I want to give a shout out to Joey Chapman too. He's our PA guy over here, and Joey's I've known him for a long time. And I know I've talked to him earlier in the game and said, you need to go see my Aunt Betty and stuff. So he said he was trying to get down there and see her.
Pressure on Joey.
Yeah, he's going to do that this afternoon. He grew up there when he was a little kid there, and Joey's a really nice, good young man at Southern.
Joey has helped us a lot at Madison County School of Sports Television. He's my cohort on football and basketball at Madison Southern. I scare him sometimes, but he's all right. He
could be the next Kurt Gowdy. He has a good voice on the doing games and knows his sports very well. So
make good money. It's all that
makes good money. What he's saying.
Did you hear that, Randy?
Randy, he wants a raise, so we're gonna have to help him out a little bit.
Popped up, falls out. The pitcher comes rushing over, could not make the play.
Again, right there, Don.
Foul ball. Catcher lost it.
I heard nobody communicate right there. My ball,
Nobody
and
saying anything. That's right.
Somebody can get hurt that way. They just got to communicate.
That should have been first baseman's ball or catcher's ball. Pitcher shouldn't have had to come off the mound like he did and dive.
Right, those saying mine, get away. That didn't come out of nobody's lips right there. So,
ball is fouled back to the backstop. Strike two.
is Ryan Corden.
Ryan Corden is the hitter. Gordon. Ryan Gordon is the hitter. He's off the bench for Central.
Yeah, Indians are kind of emptying their benches there, right there. So he's getting everybody in there a little experience right there, Donald.
Well, we got another game against Pulaski County coming. Nice play at third.
Oh!
He had the runner tied up and just waited too long that time. He had to play.
Come on, guys.
He should have took the man at third base.
This is another miscue of this not, no,
He should have got the guy at third. He had him caught in a rundown. But then by the time he made the decision to go to first, it was too late. So runners are at the corners now.
I don't know. That's the place for that.
So we got runners at the corners. Ben Mooring up. I don't know how many outs. Ball down low for the leadoff hitter, Mooring. Pulaski County's entered into the arena as the Pulaski head coach has come into the press box. They play Central and Southern later on this afternoon. Game is slowed down considerably as the pitcher's nice job, nice strike. He doesn't want to make a mistake. It's 11-2. One and one is the count. And runners on the corners. Third baseman is in. Third baseman's in about the grass. So. Middle infield back at double play depth. First baseman is holding. Southern plays him way off the pull there. This whole right field is open. He laces one down that right field line. He can run forever. Pitch, taken in dirt. Runner goes. On the walk, though. That was ball 4.
Oh, here's a good time for Kavanaugh right here to take the MVP game right here. If he can get a good hit here, drive in 2 or 3 runs.
Kavanaugh has 3 RBIs on my record with a double.
So
he can help himself here, can't he?
Right, Southern's going to draw the infield in.
Infield comes in once again. It's 11-2. Honestly, 11-2, I don't bring my infield in. I mean, he scorchers one right back up the middle. I mean, it's a base hit. I might bring my infield corner in. I'd leave my middle infield at double play depth.
Right.
I believe there is 1 out. I can't see the scoreboard. 2 outs. Hell, with 2 outs, I'd play normal outfield.
No, there's no outs.
Oh, there's no outs.
No outs this inning.
Scoreboard is wrong.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Scoreboard is wrong. There's nobody out, so he's bringing the infield in. I'd bring the corners in. I'd leave the middle infield at double play.
Oh, there's our double play ball there. Oh, he just gets 1 at first.
He botched it. He's able to get the 1 at first.
Kind of slowly hit there, and everybody was on the move.
And if he'd been back at his own position, that might have been a hard play at first. So it works out. You get it out. Indians going to run. So it's now 12-2.
Now for the Indians will be number 4, Richardson.
Richardson into the ball game. Seth Richardson, a sophomore. If I'm not mistaken, Seth may be the grandson of former coach Don Richardson. I've been told that anyway. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. Runners on second, third, 1 away. Big chance for Richardson to get in the scorebook early with a couple RBIs with a hit.
As you were saying there just a few minutes ago, it came down to a snail's pace right here. We're in about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours on the game already.
It's taking first strike. Baseball is one game. It's hard to get young kids interested in because it has times where it does slow down. Not like football or basketball. Or on the ground to short.
Could be
He botches it. 1 in, 2 in.
Hits the heel of the glove and goes out to center field.
At first base, 2 more run score. Puts some on top.
Batting now
14.
for the Indians, number 35, Jonah Kelsey.
14-2 now. Jonah Kelsey at the plate.
Hey, I just wanted to ask real quick.
Still 1 away. Strike 1. Madison Central JV team is playing at Lafayette this afternoon. No updates on the Lafayette game, but good luck to our Indians. They play at Lafayette. And even though this is not the outcome the Eagles were wanting to have today, this afternoon, I promise you this team will win more than 8 games this season. Come district time, they could be, it all just depends on a lot of things that have to happen throughout the season. But I can see them going back into the region and making some noise once again. Maybe get a win or 2. So if you're a Southern fan, don't get down after this game. You played Central, who's ranked in the state. Ball to third.
Third base.
6-4. They got him at the second. No throw to first.
2 outs.
Second out. 2 down.
Who's this number 3?
At least we have it out now. 2 down. And number 3 is at the plate. That is Griffin Hotchkiss, the junior. His sister plays basketball for the Lady Indians, I believe. Abby Hotchkiss. So we have a runner at first. 2 down now, Rick. 2 away.
2 away. They're about almost out of the inning. They get to bat one more time and see if they can get another run or 2 and make this go on. We'll see.
Put in play. Slow grounder.
Oh, it booted there on third base.
Yeah, it just got away from him.
Now that one right there could be a little bit of the field there, but darn it, you got to make that play.
Yeah, there's a play he should have made.
You got to make that play.
He should have made that play.
Batting now for the Indians, number 34, Hall.
Zach Call, the senior, gets in that bat. One of only, I think we have 5 seniors on the ball club this season. Strike one. Infield in at the corners. Timeout called by Hall. This pitcher's taking just a tad too long. Watch my third baseman not even ready out there. He's just walking around in a circle. Come on, son, wake up or you're going to get hurt. He made the error, but he can't get down. Taken down and away. Ball. What's the count there? Scoreboard ain't working. That was a ball. Zach Cole looking to get his name in the scorebook for the base hit. Runner bounces off second. Taken away. Ball. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 and 2 outs. Deuces are wild. Zach puts it in play. Just foul. He calls it foul. Count stays at 2-2. 2 outs. Hall put a nice little rip on that one. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Right here, he's standing right on top of the plate. I mean, he's on top of the plate. If he comes inside on this pitch, there's no way he's going to pop it up or barely hit it, a dribbler to third base if he comes in. He came in right there and got it. I think he's popped him out.
It's going to be caught for the third and final out.
He's popped out to the left field there.
6 innings, Indians are on top, 14-2.
The Indians lead 13-2.
The scoreboard says 13-2.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to Madison Southern High School, the Indians lead it 14-2.
To the plate for the Eagles this time will be number 25, Devin Big Country Vanover.
Devin Vanover, the 3-hitter, will lead this game off.
I can see why they call him Big Country.
Devin Big Country Vanover, number 25. On the mound for the Indians remains. Who is their pitcher right there?
Kavanaugh.
Nick Kavanaugh still on the mound. Came in and relieved Jonah Kelsey. Kyle Kelsey. Kavanaugh takes first pitch for a strike. Well, we have a break in the action as we've had another lull. We thank all my sponsors who are sponsoring the baseball games this season. They're pretty much the same ones that we had in basketball. You know, we have Jerry Goble, State Farm Insurance, Madison County CSEP. You know, we have Luxury Pets, who's always been around, been with us. That one's fouled off. And that better not hit my car. Next time I'll leave my car at home, Rick.
I believe so. It's got a bullseye on it.
And I'm sure I left off some sponsors, but big thank you to all the sponsors who allow us to come up here and do the baseball games. Strung them up, strike 3, take a seat. Didn't even swing at it.
He didn't swing.
Coming up to the plate now for the Eagles, number 2, John David Meeks.
John David Meeks will be your hitter, your cleanup hitter, or your 5-hole. Yeah, your 5-hole hitter, John David Meeks. Strike. Central's wanting to put this one away, it looks like. They're coming out, fire and nail strikes. We're looking to put it down. Strike two.
Well, here's the reverse order here lately. The Southern has took a lot of pitches here.
Southern's taking a bunch. Yeah, they
And they're
swinging
not-
early on, and now they're trying to get men on base. You know,
He's 2 strikes in the hole, so I'd look forward for the all-speed pitch to him right here. I think he'll break it off.
choke and poke. Steps out.
Choke
steps
up
in.
there, get reset.
Choke up on it. Just put the ball in play. Strike
he
three.
came with
Rung
another
him up.
fastball.
Boy, he's calm now. He's ready to go get something to drink and eat after this ball game.
34, Lucas Owens.
Back-to-back Ks and Lucas Owens.
Luce goes up there. The last 2 batters have made the strikeouts here. The Kadenoff has thrown off-speed pitch right off the bat on the first strike, so he needs to be ready. Oh, he took it off there, but he didn't get it over the plate.
He took a little bit off. Like I said, it was a little tad high. Pitch. Swung and hit to the backstop. Foul ball.
Well, now all your race car fans out in Madison County and surrounding area, we have the Richmond Raceway going on, Donald. Do you have a little information on it?
Not much. I know Joey Chapman there is going to be helping Joey Tackett at the Richmond Raceway, and they open up in May, he said. Ball's put in play. Center field. Going back. Makes the catch. And that will be the ball game. Indians win 14-2 in 6 innings. Well, Rick, about what we expected, you know, but give it to the Eagles. They did make a game of it, got the 2 runs in the 5th to push us to a 6. So great job for the Indians. Get a solid win. Eagles make them run, get a couple runs, so no shutout on day 1. But now it is time for player of the ball game. Player of the game from Madison Southern High School will be Jonathan Ross. Jonathan had a decent game. I don't have stats in front of me, but.
We had a tough choice right there making for Central, didn't we, Donald?
And for Madison Central, my choice, it's going to be a hard choice. I'm going to go with Kyle Kelsey, starting pitcher. He held the Eagles in check for 5 innings.
And just done a well of a job in his first outing for the spring. I mean, that was just awesome. I think he gave up 3 hits, a run, if I'm not mistaken.
He gave up a run when it was his run. But the relief pitcher gave it up as he inherited it. So Kyle Kelsey will be the Madison Central player of the game, the Jack Burford Chevrolet player of the ball game. Jonathan Ross is the Jack Burford Chevrolet player of the ball game from Madison Southern High School. Once again, the final score, Indians 14, Eagles 2. Nice win for the Indians to start the season. Southern has nothing to hang their hat on, nothing to be down about. They gave up 4 earned runs early. Them unearned runs killed them. The walks and unearned runs killed Madison Southern early. So limit those, and the Eagles will have a decent season. So Don Foster for Rick Marbley, thank you for watching, and we will see you again at the ball field. Good night, everybody.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.
Hello, everybody. I'm David Sullivan.
I want you to watch Madison County Schools Sports Television.
Rosenbaum Communications. Rosenbaum Communications is a full-service television production and media company. We've produced projects and provided services all over the world for such clients as ABC Sports, NBC Sports, CBS, ESPN, Amway International, Time Warner, and many regional and local clients such as East Kentucky Power, Center College, Georgetown College, KET, the Kentucky Coal Association, Keeneland, and the Kentucky School Board Association, and many, many more. Give Rosenbaum Communications a call and let us quote and plan your next media project. No project is too small. Our client list may be impressive, but our service is very personal and budget friendly. Visit our website at rosenbaumcommunications.com. Let us show you how to get started. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
You know, fans, when we were actually doing a ball game, Randy and I talk a lot of times about how important rebounding, turnovers, and free throw shooting, how important those three things are. And what we thought we'd do today is show you the free throw shooting part is really important. We always say on the air, free throws, you got to make them. Why?
Because they're free.
They're free. So they've named them that for a reason. So we're going to do a little free throw shooting competition, best out of 5 between Randy and I. And we'll just show you how easy free throws are to make. So as you can see, Randy,
They are free. What's so hard about free throws? Come on, boys and girls, hit your free throws. You'll win the game.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
Rosenbaum Communications. Rosenbaum Communications is a full-service television production and media company. We've produced projects and provided services all over the world for such clients as ABC Sports, NBC Sports, CBS, ESPN, Amway International, Time Warner, and many regional and local clients such as East Kentucky Power, Center College, Georgetown College, KET, the Kentucky Coal Association, Keeneland, and the Kentucky School Board Association, and many, many more. Give Rosenbaum Communications a call and let us quote and plan your next media project. No project is too small. Our client list may be impressive, but our service is very personal and budget friendly. Visit our website at rosenbaumcommunications.com. Let us show you how to get started. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.